So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our class. Um, Kindly open your camera for our screenshot for our attendance. Mr. Castañas, Miss Pito.
Wait lang po ma'am, nagde-delay lang.
Okay. Ready. One, two, three. Okay. Okay. You may now turn off your camera. So, so before we start, Mr. Balona, can you lead the prayer?
My classmates, let us pray. Lord, bless us, Panginoon, with knowledge and wisdom, Panginoon, and also our teacher, Miss Zoe, Panginoon, sa lessons na ituturo niya. And tulungan niyo po kami, Panginoon, maintindihan at may apply po namin sa aming araw-araw na buhay ang aming matututunan. In Jesus' name we pray, Amen.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Balona, for that prayer. So, before we start our class, let us have a short game via word wall. So, I will be sending the link to you, and you can access it. So, allow me to share my screen to you as well. So, is my screen visible now?
Yes po.
Yes po, ma'am.
So, kindly access the link that I gave you. Then, the instructions are provided are jumbled links and addresses. Play and participate in the unjumbled game via word wall. So use your name, surname first, then given name, then middle initial as username.
Okay na po.
Okay. So thank you for participating in our short game. So let us now begin our session. So our topic for today is about overview to HTML. So first, what is an HTML? So can anyone answer? Yes, Mr. Castañas.
HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language po.
Correct. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So it is considered as a backbone of any web page. It is provide it provides us means to create um, such to create structured documents by denoting structural semantics such as text, semantics for text such as headings, paragraphs, lists, links, and quotes, etc., and other items. Um, it usually consists of tags and surrounded by angle brackets within the web page content. So CSS CSS means cascading style sheets. So it is defined as the appearance or the layout of the text and other materials. So HTML code editor. So HTML code editor, in creating HTML, we encode the codes needed in the Notepad application in our computer. Then it is that save as that HTML or that HTM. So where to view web pages? Can anyone give an example on where we can view web pages? Okay. And anyone? Yes, Mr. Castañas?
Sa Chrome po, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Another. Okay. So, we can view web pages through web browsers. Web browser is an where application program that serves as the preliminary method for accessing um, the World Wide Web. So this is in which one of the major services on the internet. So this way, um, we can view or test the web page that we created. So um, we need to at least one of the popular web browsers in the internet, such as Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, or uh, Opera Mini. So next is HTML basic elements. So
Ma'am, hindi po nagne-next yung slide po.
oh sorry, wait. Wait. So, ayan. Nag-change na ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
So, HTML basic elements. So, what are the basic elements in HTML? Can anyone give one basic element? Yes, Mr. Balona.
Ma'am, opening tag po.
Correct. Another. Mr. Castañas.
Ma'am, the element content.
Correct. That is correct. So HTML documents are defined by HTML elements. So HTML files consist of text, graphics, and multimedia to be displayed on, and an HTML tag of um, that consists of tags and HTML content. So usually HTML opening tag is that HTML tag has a angle bracket, then the part, or for example this one, um open angle bracket, then it that P stands for paragraph. So then it means it is the opening, since it doesn't have a slash before the letter P. Then if we have while if we are going to insert links, we use angle bracket then h ref is equal, then quote link, the link, then close quote, then angle bracket. So this means this is the link. Then we will close it with the closing tag. Then BR means break. So let's proceed. The HTML structure. So, so an HTML structure is a this is the o- this is all HTML files have a certain standard structure. So most web browsers will treat any file that ends in uh, .html or .htm as an HTML document. So there is only one set of tag of HTML op- HTML open and close tag, then one set of open and closing tag for head, and then one set of opening and closing tag for body. So this is the example structure of as is, this is an example structure of it's this is an example illustration of an HTML structure. So two main sections of web page. Um, a web page has two main sections, which is the head section or the document head, and then the body section or document body. So the head section uses opening opening and closing tag for head, and then body section uses body opening and closing tag. So first, heading section. So heading section begins with the head opening tag and terminates with the head closing tag. So after the heading section is the opening tag of the body. So and then just before the HTML closing tag comes the body closing tag. So head section or document head has little content and mostly contains HTML coded instructions on how to title, categorize, and run the web page. While the body section or the document body, on the other hand, contains almost all the contents of all the contents that you will put in your web page. So here is a sample code for the the parts. So here, so the example is my first web page. So the codes has the HTML opening and closing tag, HTML opening tag, then followed by head head opening tag, then you can see here the title, my first web page, then closing tag for title, then followed by head closing tag, then the body open tag, then the closing tag for body, then finally the closing tag for HTML. So with this code given, here is the output of the given codes. So you can see here, here is the title of the web page. You can see it on the upper left side of your web browser. So next is the HTML headings. HTML head HTML headings are defined with with the angle bracket, which has a H1 to H6 tag. So here is the sample code. You can see here the HTML opening tag followed by the head opening tag, then the title opening tag, then the desired text for the title, then the closing tag, then followed by the closing tag for head, then the body opening tag. Then you can see here the the encoder used heading heading tags from heading 1 to heading 5. But it will vary. The text um the size of the text will vary on how on on the on which heading number it is placed. So we will see later the result for this one. Then the closing tag for body, and then finally the closing tag for HTML. So here is the output for the given tags. So you can see here the title of wedding of the HTML document, which is my first web page. Then with the heading um, with the headings, what did uh what did you observe on the size, on the font size of the text? What can you observe? Can anyone answer? Yes, Mr. Balona?
Ma'am, kapag yung H1 po, yun po yung pinakamalaki na size and habang lumalaki po ng lumalaki yung number ng heading, mas lalong lumiliit din po yung size po ng font.
Yes, that is correct. So, kapag kapag lumataas yung heading number niya, mas lumiliit yung font size nung heading text na nandun sa heading number na yon. So, is there any questions, clarifications before we end this discussion? Before we proceed to our activity?
And so far naman po.
Okay, thank you. So, since we don't have enough time. So I will be giving this activity on our next class schedule. So this activity is about creating your first basic web page. Then I will be giving you an assignment. So your assignment will be about creating web project, which is my favorite Filipino cuisine. So the direction will be create your own web page that will showcase all the Filipino cuisines that you like. Then you may feature it by inserting few sentences or paragraphs as a trivia about the cuisine. Then save your work as my my favorite favorite scene. And your last dash your last name that at that HTML. So I will give you until next week to pass this assignment. So that will be all. Thank you. Thank you very much for participating.
Thank you po, ma'am.
So
Thank you po.
Thank you po,
you may
ma'am.
leave the Google Meet. Thank you.
Thank you po.